All right, so most people watching this probably already know about taking a 20 by 20 filter, which is not what that is, and attaching it to a box fan and making an air filtration device. And what I am going to do is something I saw on TV. I'm going to use 4 filters, which are actually 20 by 25s, and I'm going to make a large air filtration apparatus out of the 4 and part of the box fan box. So, firstly, I cut off a piece of the box, one side of the box. I'm going to use that as the base. I'm going to take 4 Merv 13 filters. Apparently Merv 13 is the one you want. And I'm going to make kind of a box-shaped thing here. And I'm going to set that box fan on the top of it all. And that is going to give me a large surface area for the fan to pull through, so it doesn't have to pull as hard. And my filters, my apparatus will last longer. I won't have to change anything. And it will take up a whole lot more space, and I don't care. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we're starting to assemble the filter box, I'm going to call it. And importantly, air is going to flow from the outside inwards and then up through the box fan. Okay, the box fan is going to suck air out of this thing. So we want that airflow to be going inwards towards the box. And this one here has an arrow pointing that way. And tape them together. Okay, so I've got the main part of the filter box completed. I've got the filters all taped together. And this tuck tape was very nice. The vapor barrier, I find it extremely sticky and easy enough to work with, obviously. So one choice that I made here was that I did this in kind of a radial symmetry way. So this filter comes to the end, but it doesn't come to the end over here. It stops there. And then this filter is from the end all the way to that filter, but not to the end. Kind of a personal choice. Obviously I could just make up for gaps or anything with just extra tape. So next, I'm going to tape this to the bottom. So now that I have this thing, have the filters taped together, I can use that as a template to cut out the bottom part. And then I'm going to set the fan on top and tape that to it as well. Okay, so I've turned the filter assembly upside down. And I'm just now taping the cardboard base up here, working upside down, of course. And yeah, so just taping there, making sure I cover any gaps. And as I do this, of course, obviously I didn't make this thing perfectly. This thing didn't come up perfectly square, but it will square up as I tape it to the square base. Okay, so I've set the fan on top, and now the object is to cover all these little gaps in here with tape. So I found one way to make this easy is to tape the straight sides first, and then use a small piece of tape to patch this part, and that corner patch comes second, and that seemed pretty clean to me. All right, so let's plug it in and see how it works, and turn it on. I'll just turn it right up to maximum there. And yeah, it just blows out the top. And presumably is sucking air on the sides. Let's just read the spec on the box. Doesn't have any spec. Okay, it doesn't say how fast it filters air. Yeah, but anyway, that's it. And so this is not 20 by 20. This is not 20 by 20. It's actually 20 by 25 tall. So I've got a whole 5 by 20 times 4, 20 times 20. I've got a whole 400 square inches of extra surface area than I would if I just used 20 by 20 filters.